This is the back end of Wycliffe. Coming around here, we have an entrance here that goes through to a 3-track fill yard on the back where you can set up your through trains and that. And the next set of modules, you can see a green light down there. That's a signal module. This is the Welsh set. I cannot pronounce any of these words. Well, actually, I guess maybe one of them. I might be able to pronounce Crumdale. But there's various things here. Clunderwen and Rosebush. Rosebush has an apiary that supposedly ships honey by tank car. And it looks like we've had a fire going on in the back here at the honey facility. A little interchange track. We've got Wilkes Crossing here. The other end of the fill yard, the entrance here is Beechburg. The previous one was called Cremona. Then we go, we have a transition module taking us from the conventional modules to single track Fremo at Stillwater. There was an accident at one time with a tank car that really never got fully cleaned up. Here we have MP 115, which is my signal, one of my 2 signal modules. Here we have Bennett's Bluff, a nice bridge here. A couple of nice modules here done by Jeff. Spanish River and what's this one? Wolf Creek. These saw their debut at Fremo layouts in Springfield 2025. The next module here is a long one. It's about 10 feet long. It's called Salaberry de Valleyfield, or just Valleyfield. This is the Soulange Canal, just west of Montreal. This was again done by Gilbert Lacroix, and he did a fantastic job. This is a part of a home layout that got removed after the owner died, and we ran it through a table saw a couple of times, squared it up, put a frame on it. So now it is just a very, very nice module. Unfortunately, there's been a boating accident here, and luckily it looks like help is on the way in a beautiful mahogany boat there. We have Albert's Abyss, followed by White River, and we've got illuminated campfire here, and Fishers going through a mini-mo, NTC Bridge, and coming up to Jackfish Bay. Jackfish Bay is a 90-degree Fremo module with a huge mountain on top, and this is Jackfish Bay. The real Jackfish Bay is on Lake Superior in northern Ontario, and its first Fremo debut was again at Springfield 2025, although the module itself is over 25 years old. It just never left Ottawa. We have the Anderson Bridge, 90-degree Fremo bridge. We have the second signal module, this time a 2-track. We're just using it on 1 track, MP 224 by me. Cami West, a 2-to-1 here. Now we're coming in to Prairie Grain Terminal, which has a safety clean facility at one end. Very nicely done by Mark. And then the grain elevators here. It's like Jackfish Bay over there. It's nice to see modules that are tall above the layout. Layouts tend to be kind of flat, and sometimes you'll have ravines and valleys, but you don't tend to have too many things that are very tall above the layout. Mark's done a fantastic job here. This is Mandrake, again, one of our first modules from about 30 years ago. And this is JGRC Bridge. And here we have Cornwall. Here we have Cornwall. The big factory here is called Provincial Paper, and it's a transition module going from 2-track conventional at this end to single-track Fremo at that end. As well, we've got a little Main Street here, followed by the Railroad Express Agency facility here, a 45-degree Fremo bridge, rock cut, which again is another transition going from single-track Fremo to 2-track conventional. Here's our 4th Y, which is called 4 Bridges, and it again is a double Y, and it also has a track here that goes off that end there into single-track Fremo. Here we have Pine Point, another old module from the early days, conventional. And here we have Bayview, which is the location currently for the LRT, light rail transit in Ottawa, where the 2 lines meet. Brewers Mills, 4 foot here with a crossover and a small industry track. Another one of our big corners. And Memorial Point here. This is dedicated to members who are no longer with us. And hopefully we can see them there on the porch with a great view of the tracks for watching trains come by. And people can stop at the flag stop there. The module was recently refurbished by Robin, and he did a fantastic job with a little pond here. This is South Keys. This is where the O-Train LRT comes in here and meets up with the bus route there at the south end of Ottawa. And we're back to 3 Bridges, and this is Mud Creek, an extension that takes into Fremo, going into the Jeans Bridge, a 90-degree Fremo bridge, also a duck under. And we arrive at Brantford. Brantford is a medium-sized city west of Toronto. This is an end-of-line module based on the tractor factory in Brantford. The brand of tractors and combines built here was Cockshut. I think they operated until maybe the 60s or 70s under that name, and I think they ended up under the Massey Ferguson name ultimately. Here's some newer tractors, and there's a photo of what that building is going to look like, and some mock-ups of what some of the buildings will look like ultimately. And here is a photo of the inside of the building. Looks like making some old combine harvesters. And this is a map of the original facility of a factory tour. I don't see a year on it, but this is what the trackage here, that's what the trackage on the module itself looked like. This is built by Ben, and he's done a great job here, and it's still in progress. And that's pretty much all your modules.